All right, hi everyone. This is Xiaojie here and my friend Maria. Today we're in Aranya and I've been driving all morning. So today's yoga is gonna be chill. It's for people who, travel and feel like they've been sitting too long in the airplane or on the train or in the car, and just to do some simple stretches. So when you are ready, get onto the mat and let's get it started. By the way, this is coconut. All right, so today we're gonna start in a child pose. So go back to the back of the mat and start to bring your buttocks towards your heels. Forehead on the ground. Start to breathe. Just notice how your breath is feeling in the body in this moment, and notice how your back start to lengthen as you inhale, and as you exhale, the armpits start to move towards the ground. Deepen the stretch in the shoulders. On our next inhale, we stabilize our hips and we start to walk both arms to the right side. So we're stretching the left side of the body. Make sure your chest is still parallel to the ground. Forehead on the mat, lengthen the back of the neck. Bring the chest towards the right knee. Hold. Feel this posture. Start to bring your left hip bone slightly back to deepen the stretch. On your next inhale, we'll start to walk our hands back into the middle of the mat. All right, so one more breath. Stabilize your right hip. As you inhale, we'll walk both arms to the left side. So our head turns towards the left as well. Feel the stretch on the right side. Each time you inhale, lengthen the spine more. Get your neck long and nice. Each exhale, heart center towards the ground. Last breath here. On your next inhale, we place both hands back into the neutral position. Stay for one more breath. And on your next inhale, we start to push ourselves up all the way. Bring our shoulders towards the rest. Start to lower your arms, both arms. Bring your hips towards the front of the mat. Drop your hips down. We come to a baby cobra. All right, so from here, keep sending your heart center forward. Bring the shoulders back, shoulder blades bring into the middle line, coming closer to the spine. You can start to use your nose to look up, but your eyes are relaxed. Your eyes are gazing towards the tip of the nose. All right, you can bring your forehead down onto the mat. Right hand grab onto the right knee. Left hand grab onto the left knee. Place both knees together. Bring your shoulders open. We don't need to lift up. So just gently feel the stretch in the quadricep. Feel the opening in the shoulders, the front of the body. Breathe. Continue to press your pubic bone towards the mat. Deepen the stretch in the quadricep. Lengthen the back of the neck. And exhale, release. Both hands come to the chest. Bring the elbows in. Tuck your toes under. You can keep your knees on the mat. Start to move your body up, pressing your body away from the mat. Think about the core, engaging the core. All right, so make adjustment to come to a table position. Now bring your right leg out. Both feet firmly on the mat. Eye of the elbow facing one another. Bring your upper body away from the mat. Send your heart center forward. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. Stay. Make sure that your lower back is still flat and level off the ground. So in easy postures, if your mind starts to wander, just bring your attention to the place where you are exercising. And here is the inner thigh. So at the same time, we're practicing placing our attention. All right, on your next exhale, we bring the knee back under the hip. Next inhale, we'll bring the left leg out. Make sure that your lower back is still level off the ground so they are not tilting up or down. You can even place your hands here to sort of get a sense of where your lower back is and make certain adjustments as needed. Press all knuckles in the fingers towards the mat, really firmly pushing yourself away from the mat. Send the heart center slightly forward. Relax the face. Relax the heart. One last breath here. And bring the leg back down. All right, now tuck your toes under. Sit back onto the toes and just feel the stretch in the toes for a second. You can place your hands on the thighs. And if you have any issues with this posture, you can untuck. So we're going to stay here. And at the same time, add one more posture to open up the front of the body. So interlace all 10 fingers behind your back. Bring the bottom of the palm together. Straighten the elbow. You can either stay here or start to go up. I've hurt my tricep lately, so I'm just going to stay here. Bring the neck to the back. So we have an extended neck. Feel the stretch on the front of the body. Make sure that we're slightly engaging the core. Bring the rib cage into the neutral position. And release. Place hands back onto the mat. Your toes still tucked under. Or if you need to tuck your toes under, you can do that now. As we exhale, we slowly go into a downward facing dog. Press our body back and hips up. Pedal your feet. Make sure that you extend the front of the body first. So if you need to bend your knees, just bend your knees. All right, next inhale, bring the right leg up. 3-leg downward facing dog. Exhale, we bring the knee to nose, to the chest. Sorry. And then drop your leg, your foot between your hands. Drop the left knee down. Untuck the toes. All right, so from here, if this is already enough stretch, you can stay here. If you are at home and have blocks, you can also place blocks on your knees and start to come up more gracefully. And for here, if you feeling I have the space to stretch more on my left hip twist. You can place your hands on the knees. You don't have to push all the way up, but make any kind of adjustment, right? For me, this is a stronger stretch, but I don't want to exercise my legs that much, so I'm gonna get a little lazy today and dip my hips down. So find what works for you today, for your own particular body. Stay for a few more breaths here. Our next inhale, we bring both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Now tuck the toes under, push yourself away from the mat, bring the leg to meet the right leg to meet the left. We're gonna stay in plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees down, bring the chest down, and come to a baby cobra one more time. And if you want to go into a higher cobra, you can also do that. Right? So again, ask, what does your body want? So for me, after traveling, a nicer, deeper stretch feels good for my body. So I'm doing this. And exhale. Forehead down. Tuck your toes under. Keep the knees on the mat. Press your center up. And all the way to a downward facing dog. One more time. Lengthen the front of the body. You can turn your head left and right. Release the tension stored in the neck. Come to a still downward dog. On our next inhale, bring the left leg all the way up without tilting the pelvis. And bring the knee to the chest. Send your heart center forward. Drop the foot down. Drop the right knee down. Untuck the toes. And slowly, if you need blocks, place your hands on the blocks and slowly come up. All right, so play here as well. You can experiment to get your hips higher and back or lower and to the front. Just different sensations, really, and see what works well for your body. Two more breaths. Pay attention to the hip twist on the right side. And slowly bring ourselves back down. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees up. Left foot meet the right foot. From here, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, we'll just do one chaturanga. So you can either come to an upper dog or a cobra, your choice. And then push back to a downward facing dog. So from here, we're gonna cross our legs in the middle of the mat and just sit back. Sit back. All right. Probably need to move my yoga mat. I don't know why it starts to tilt. All right. So from here, we extend one leg. I'm extending my right leg straight. Engage the thigh. Pull the kneecap up. Flex the toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, start to fold forward. Hey, my dog is so chill. Try to straighten the knee as much as possible. Feeling the extension in the hamstring. Really counterbalance of the setting that you've done today. And slowly walk our hands back towards our body. Extend the left leg, bend the right knee. All right, so from here, extend the arms up. Then exhale, start to fold from the hip twist. Keep straighten the knee. Keep engaging the thigh. Try to find the navel towards the thigh. Pay attention to your back. If your back is rounded, I want you to come up a little bit. So each time you inhale, you think about your heart center moving forward. Neck getting long. Lower back, middle back getting long. Upper body expanding. And exhale. Fold a little bit more. Just thinking about all the organs below the diaphragm squeezing into one another. All right, next inhale, start to raise your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Now we're just gonna do a Bakasana. So we're gonna place both feet together and move your hips towards the heels as much as you can. If you're at home and your knees are uncomfortable, place cushion underneath your buttocks, or even just have more distance between your pubic bone and your heels. All right, so once you're here, try to bring the navel towards the front. Lengthen the back, the lower back. Work your hands long, and you stop at wherever that you feel like is a nice stretch for the inner thigh. Place your attention in the lower back, in the joints in the hips, the muscles from the knees to the hips. Just feel the sensations you're experiencing. Next, inhale, slowly push yourself up. And we're gonna go to our last posture for today. So we're just gonna slowly lay down with control. So our knees together, start to round your back, and we slowly roll all the way back down. All right. Now I'm bringing my right knee over my left knee. I lift my hips up, place it slightly to the left. So when I drop my knees to the right, I fall into the middle line of the mat. Now I open up my arms and I try to look to the left. Relax. Give up all the effort we're making. If your shoulders or your knees cannot touch the ground, no big deal. Feel the sensation in the abdominal, the torso, the psoas. Relax the forehead. Notice the quality of your breath in this moment. And just enjoy the body opening up as we inhale and then exhale. Pay attention to what's in the environment. Do you hear any sound? Do you see anything if your eyes are open? What's the smell in the air? The sensation of the touch on the mat or whatever surface you are on right now. And on your next inhale, slowly bring your knees towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Bring the hands back, both feet on the mat. Now bring the right knee over the left. Start to lift your hips up. Place your hips on the side. Drop the knees towards the chest and then start to open up the arms, looking towards the right. Feel the breath in and breath out. Feel the expansion in the chest as we inhale. We'll stay here in silence for just a little longer. Just relax into this posture. Let gravity bring your shoulders towards the ground, your knees towards the ground. Keep your attention in the lower back, in the torso, where the tension dissolves. On your next inhale, we slowly bring our hands back and knees towards the ceiling. Place the lower back on the mat. And from here, we grab onto the opposite toes and start to rock yourself up and down. Just a few more times to massage your back, from the lower back to the middle back to the upper back. All right, on your next rock, come to a sitting posture and move yourself sitting on the long side of the mat. Come to an easy sitting. Place both hands on the knees. Strong, neutral spine, relaxed shoulders and relaxed knees. All right, place your hands together at the heart center, bow down to your heart. Namaste. I know we started the video on the grass and my camera died, so we ended the session in this hotel I stayed in, and Coco is already asleep. So hopefully you have had a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video.